Hey everyone, I'm Tally. It's Thursday, and you're watching Mysterious Ways Forward. Mysterious. Hi. Okay, so today has been sort of a crazy day, and I'm gonna get into that. But first, I'm gonna talk about the crazy situation that has been happening this week. So, last Friday, my computer was having a bunch of issues at work. For my job at Hallmark, I have to bring my own computer, and so it was crashing like frequently, like completely freezing to the point where like nothing was responding on it, and I had to do a hard shutdown on it like 10 times in a row, and then I had to do a system restore just to get the computer back up and running, and I had to do that twice. And so that was a problem, and so I wound up buying a new laptop. My current computer is like 3.5 years old, and I mean it still functions fairly well. It's just that the screen is sort of going, and the freezing has been a problem. It hasn't been as bad as it was on Friday since Friday, but I mean there's definitely some issues with it. And I think it's just time to get a new computer, especially since I am relying on it to work. So yeah, so I ordered a new computer, and I used our family's Amazon Prime account to have it shipped to me. And one thing I forgot to do was change the shipping address from my house in Atlanta to my apartment in Burbank. So my computer arrived on Wednesday as scheduled, but to my house in Atlanta. So my sister fortunately was home, and she took it to UPS or whatever and had it forwarded to me, and then did like the 2 or 3 day shipping, and it arrived today. Unfortunately, it arrived today via the United States Postal Office, and the package was too large to fit into my mailbox in my apartment complex or any of the mailboxes where they normally put packages. And when there's a package that's too big to fit in the mailbox, they put it in the leasing office, which closes at 6. And I got up at work at 8. And it opens tomorrow at 9, but I have to leave for work tomorrow at 7. So you can kind of see why this is an issue. So I'm going to have to leave for work at 6:30 tomorrow morning, so that I will get there at 8 or 8:30, so that I can leave at 4 or 4:30, so that I can make it home in time to get to the leasing office to get my computer before it closes, because I'm also working at 8:45 in the morning on Saturday, which is before the office opens at 9. Seeing why this is an issue. So yeah, it's just sort of like, come on, really. It's a big part of it's a big downside to working an hour and a half away, is the scheduling stuff. So yeah, now that I've taken up 3 minutes of my video talking about that, let's talk about what else is going on in the world. Still working like all the time. I went to the doctor this morning just to get a refill prescription for my medication, only I accidentally went to the first doctor I went to when I moved out here, who was extraordinarily rude, which is why she was the first doctor, not the only doctor. And I had just been going off of like an email that I had with the information of the doctor, and I didn't realize that was the first doctor I'd seen and not the second doctor. And so I didn't realize until I typed the address into the GPS, and I was like, oops, I'm going to the first doctor again. And she was just as rude and disrespectful to me as she was first time, reminding me why I went to the other one, who was just as rude and disrespectful, but at least she didn't want me to get blood work because she was afraid that the medication I'd been taking for 11 years was randomly going to like affect me medically between months, like over the next 2 months. Yet all of a sudden all of these amazingly horrible for me symptoms are going to start popping up after 11 years just because you aren't comfortable with my prescription that I've been taking, again, for 11 years. Ugh, it's just so frustrating. I just, like, ugh. Okay, like, seriously. When I go home for Christmas, which I talked to my boss about time off at Christmas time, and we don't have a concrete answer on that yet, but keep your fingers crossed. I think I asked in enough time, and I've been doing a good enough job that hopefully it will all work out. I'm going to probably have to go and see my doctor in Atlanta and hope that I can at least get a 90-day prescription from her so that I can at least not deal with my doctors out here for 3 months. Because the doctors out here are just awful, awful people. Like, really just terrible people. Like, come on. Like, one of them was a freaking psychiatrist. Really? What kind of psychiatrist are you, like, making me feel like a horrible person? Sorry, my phone's... sorry. Anyway, but I hope everyone had a great week. I will talk to you next Thursday. Sorry, I talked all about shipping a laptop during my video today. It's been a long day. I'm very tired. I want to go to sleep. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go do now. Alright.